Good morning, this is Rich Nelson with Allendale. This is the early morning comments here for June 17th of 2016. Now for today, we really shouldn't see any major outside market influence here. U.S. dollar index is down 22. Crude oil is down 24. This is yet another day here pushing away from those previous highs, 51.67 on crude oil here. So that will be something we can't ignore too much in the big picture. Now, as far as news for outside markets, we did have some minor U.S. economic news here, but really, the market's focused almost solely right now on next Thursday's Brexit vote. That will be something which does get the trade's attention here and certainly could impact quite a few different markets, everything from currencies to stock market indices here, as well as debt markets here. Now, as far as us on the grain side, like I said, not too much influence today, at least from the outside markets. So we're looking back at weather here. And as far as the current weather forecast, we still have some confusing issues ahead here. As far as temperatures, we're seeing a good little warm-up here this weekend. Not so much on the eastern Corn Belt here. Champaign, Illinois, going to see 93-degree peaks here on Sunday. Maybe some very moderate temps, highs in the 80s most of next week, and then back to 91 here at the end of next week. So our focus on the heat side of things, not too much on the eastern Corn Belt. We will point out that the west is going to see some heat, though. Looks like Ames, Iowa, 95 degrees here on Sunday, and then 90 degrees back later next week. Norfolk, Nebraska will be seeing 97 and then again 95 later next week. So the warm-up going into this weekend certainly will be something we can't ignore here. Markets will get a small amount of premium, and also don't forget that we've got net drying ahead. Now, as far as the general argument for long-term weather, we still have this battle going on in the industry. NOAA, like we mentioned yesterday morning, pretty much pointed out, hey, we've got above normal temps, but NOAA does not see the moisture problem that these private forecasters are calling for. However, private guys are still saying, in general, they do see net drying this summer here. So good argument going on right now. At least for right now, the market's going to bleed the bull side here until we see otherwise. Looks like last trades, corn up 4 cents, soybeans up 13, wheat up about 5 cents here. Now, also helping today's good jump here is actually quite a bit of buying from some overnight purchases here. On the corn side, South Korea bought 328,000 tons of new crop corn. Very large sale as far as that goes, and these are all going to be October, November deliveries. As far as the other ones here on the soybean side, well, you got China buying 66,000 tons here of U.S. soybeans, 63,000 tons of new crop U.S. soybeans. Unknown buyer, a large 263,000 tons of old crop U.S. soybeans, and then 132,000 tons of new crop soybeans. So pretty large sales here for both corn and soybeans. And that South Korea one, I will point out, that's optional origin. All these other ones here are going to be U.S. origin. Also, along with the South Korea mix, they did buy 55,000 tons here of optional origin soybean meal. But bottom line is foreign buyers are not backing away at these very high prices. So it looks like they see maybe the potential for even higher prices is still out there. As far as other fundamental news, the Argentina ag minister noted that as far as corn production next year, it will soar, pretty much as you would expect. They're expecting a full 20% increase in the fall 2016 corn plantings. That's for the spring 2017 harvest. And as far as the other point that the ag minister noted, he suggests that they will have this deal with Monsanto wrapped up here at some point next week. So nothing that the trade needs to get too concerned on here. As far as issues on the livestock here, looks like mixed trade should be seen here for both ends here today, both cattle and hogs. We, of course, have cash trade, which is kind of trended lower here as the week progressed, starting out with those Tuesday Colorado sales at 125, now down to 121, 122 sales here. So that's a little negative here for us on the fundamental side. However, market might have some stability here today. We had that big spike down in prices yesterday, tested a very well-known trend line on these charts, and we did have a good rebound. So perhaps we'll see some maybe a little more buying going into next week. As far as other news for livestock, we've got cattle on feed next Friday. Cold storage also lined up next Friday. On the hog end of things here, mixed trade is seen as far as today's trade. In general, though, this market has about 5 to 6 days left, I believe it is, for the seasonal, before we come up near the seasonal peak for cash hogs. So at this point in time, yes, we are at the most bullish point of the year for hogs. Keep that in mind as you guys get all of your exciting China buying rumors in stack here. But as a whole, though, keep in mind we are near the seasonal peak. In terms of the news here, we've got next Friday's Hogs and Pigs report. That will be a very big one for the hog industry. Are these high corn prices inhibiting the fairing intentions, that will be very closely followed here. Also, I've got to point out wholesale pork down for 2 days in a row. Doesn't mean we're going to see a peak here in cash hogs today or on Monday, but it is something we've got to watch very closely. So as far as grains, it should be a good rebound day. As far as livestock, mixed trade is seen. Any questions here about these markets or how to market grain or livestock, give us a call here at Allendale, 1-800-262-7538.